Hello, fellow traders. Black Coffee Trader coming to you on a Monday afternoon. Fresh cup of black coffee, and boy, I sure need it after today. Today was not a good day, not a good way to start the week, but it is what it is. There's no point in delaying it. We got to get through this update. I think we'll start actually with the account. So the sad thing is I lost these two evals that I had close to being passed a couple of times already. This top one is $196, I think, away from being blown, and that's the account that I had at $53,001 on Friday and didn't catch it in time. So yeah, that's kind of frustrating, but it is what it is. Had a couple nice trades with these four accounts. These are the best in the best shape. My 150 account is just under 150,000, and then I've got one here at 50,700, one at 51,001, 51,002. So these are probably the ones I'm going to be focusing on heavily next, if I can save this one. Like I said, $196 I think is the what's left on this account in drawdown. So unless we can come out of the gate tomorrow, actually I'm barely going to trade tomorrow. I might not even have an update tomorrow. I might just flip a couple of contracts or a couple of evals tomorrow just for days. But yeah, I may not even be trading tomorrow at all. So I probably won't be trading much until Wednesday. But I guess Wednesday, if I can come out of the gate and have a couple good trades and get this account, at least get a little bit of life back in it, maybe we can save it. These accounts here, something was going on with Replicanto, it seemed like. See, I've got this order sitting here, and it's been sitting here since this morning at the open, and somehow there was like a freeze or whatever, and I can't get this to go away. And so I couldn't even trade on these accounts for a while. And then when I finally could, I entered a trade, and a couple times, actually I entered twice. I made a little bit of money, and then all at once I didn't realize it, and I was actually looking at something else, and all at once I noticed that these accounts were red. So I quickly went to try to kill these, and in the process I ended up GAT stopping out on those. So, and then down here at the bottom we've got a couple accounts that we were trying to pass in one day. This 10 contract pass setup, and I learned a little bit of a lesson with this today. I'll talk more about that here in a minute. And then I flipped these two that are passed. I think the account 153 today was day 5, so 2 more flips than that account is funded. And then the 152 account today was day 3, so I've got to flip this every day this week in order to get that account funded. This account is blown. We tried to pass it today in one day, blew it. These two, I actually used the same ATM strategy, but I got stopped out on my GAT. My Guardian Angel trader stopped me out. So I have more days with those. This was the first trades with that. So we're down 700 and almost 800 bucks in each one of those. So I may, there's a possibility that I take GAT off of these two since we're down to start with, and I may use this same 10 contract strategy. And then last but not least is the PA account. After last week being green all day, every day last week, the whole week green, today giving back 374 on 2 trades is just hurts. But like I said last week, I know we're not going to have green days every day. I know there's going to be red days splashed in it, but it is what it is. I'm not happy. I'm just not happy with how today went at all. I mean, the good news is we're still 196 above 50,000, so it's not like we're digging out of a hole, but by the same token, it's still not where I wanted to be. So this is what I learned at the open today. This 10 contract setup that I have, I've got a 40 tick stop loss, so $2,000 it stops me out, so I have a little bit of life. And then I've got 65 ticks in profit, which is, do some quick math, times 10, $3,250 minus commissions. So basically it gets you passed in if you hit that, and I'm running a 20 tick stop on that. So but here's what I learned. This was the open today, and this is a little bit difficult to see, but yeah, I can't adjust it that way. In any case, we'll just have to leave it as is. So this was my open trade. I went short this candle. I went short on this candle twice. The first time, I actually manually stopped out. No. I didn't manually stop it. It stopped out for about a $2,000 loss on that account, on this 150 account. And then I re-entered and I made that all back. This was like a $3,600 trade. And so I was in the positive by like, I want to say 1,500. And then I continued to trade that up here on this trade, and that's what stopped me out, or that's what blew the account. I lost another, I'm not sure what I lost on that account, basically a couple grand, 1,500 maybe, whatever. But I've done this twice now. I'm 2 for 4 on this opening range going in with 10 contracts. And I think the one thing when I go in, there's a mentality that, okay, I've got to do this all in one day. And no matter if you're up or down, I got to keep trading, got to keep trading. And I think that's a mistake. So I think if I do that, well, I am going to continue to run that strategy on trying to pass these one-dayers, if you will. But I think the difference is when I'm up like here, when I was up 1,500, instead of continuing to go kind of YOLO and try to, big moves and get this thing through, I think it would be better to sit on that. And now you have a good base to work off of, and then trade our normal trade strategy off the 21 EMA with 2 contracts and working our way day by day to get to our 7 days, because we have to trade for 7 days anyway. So I think that I've kind of hurt myself a little bit on Friday. I lost an account, and then today as well. And now I've got these 2 in the hole. So I may, like I said earlier, I may try to run this on a 10 contract to try to get him above, get him up into a profit of some level, whether it's $1,000 or whatever, and then trade from there for the remaining 5 days. And if I do this, if I use this same strategy on these last 4 remaining evals that I have not traded yet, I may do that. If I pass it in one trade, great. If I'm up by 1,500, the other day on Friday I had one that was up 2,700 on the opening trade, and I blew it. And that was just very, very dumb. Instead of, why not just sit on that money and then just trade it normally? So I'm going to make that adjustment to just how I'm trading that opening range. But then throughout the day, I had good trades, but I also had some significant bad trades. And the bad trades came at the wrong time. And it just felt like I couldn't get anything going today. Like most of the wins you see for me today are tiny wins, just little wins. And then a few sizable losses sprinkled in, little wins. And the one thing I did today, I did this a couple of times right here, I think. Let me double check. Right here. The last trade of the day that I took, I scaled in with, I was in 3 contracts deep on this setup here. And I've done this, it worked so well for me on Friday, and I probably overdid it today. I scaled in on quite a few of these that actually ended up losing. And when you do that, you're really just magnifying your loss. So you can see there was 2 entries, and there was another entry up here. There was 3 entries on this trade. So we went in with 1 contract, but 3 times, and then it goes against you, and all at once you're $300-400 in the hole. So I think today, as after the morning session, we started out great. In fact, we actually had a couple really good pre-market trades here, and we were sitting in a really nice position. And then we had this opening range, and I should have just kept this profit like we just talked about. I had a good little trade, or a good little run on this rollover off the 16170s, and I had several good trades in there. But after that, I had a pretty good loss here, another winner, and then it just started to, this PA trade, the first PA trade of the day, was a pretty bad loss. And I just felt that, man, I'm just not seeing it well today. And I remember thinking that, and I really wish in hindsight I would have just shut it down. Today I was busy. I have a real job. I don't do this for a living by any stretch of the imagination. This is more just for, hey, what can I do to earn some extra money? That's what I'm trying to do with this. But you can see normally I'll take several trades, but or more trades than this. But I was in and out so much today that I really didn't have time to watch the price action, to study the movements, or study the, what's going on with the market. And as a price action trader, I feel like you need to be able to see what's going on, how's the market moving, and get a better read on it, and you make better trades. So when I'm popping in and out, doing different things, running to meetings, whatever, and I'm coming into my office and I'm looking at the screen and going, oh, this is where we're at. Okay, yeah, I think we're going to move up, and I jump in. And this is exactly what happened at a trade like this, for example. And then it ends up going against you because you're just kind of taking everything at a moment's notice and jumping in, making it, and it's not smart. So today was just not a good day for me. 2 trades on the PA, both of them losers. And just end of the day here, I had a lot of red, just a lot of losses. If you're new to my channel, a red arrow down means I took a short trade. The green horizontal arrow is where my entry point was, and then a green box is where I took my profit. A red box is where I took a loss. So in here, for example, and I should mention, a green up arrow means I went long. So let's walk through these. Here I took a long up at the top. I mean, this again, this is a chop area. I should not trade you this, and I know better. I've talked about this before, but sometimes we Homo sapiens are kind of stupid. But anyway, so I took a long trade here at the top, and this stopped me out. That's what this red box means. Here I followed that up, took a short trade, and I had a winner. Took another short trade here at the bottom, and it stopped me out. So the green box is a win, short trade. Red arrow here, took another short at this entry, it stopped me out. So anyway, I don't know, there's not a lot to talk about. I think the main thing today was, like I had said, today was one of those days where I just didn't see the market very well, and I kind of knew that subconsciously this morning already around 11 o'clock, and I should have just said, done. I'm just not going to trade today, especially after taking a loss on the PA. I think this was a $200 and some loss. So we would have been in a better position had we done that, but hindsight's 20/20. But we'll be back at it. Like I said, tomorrow I don't think I'm going to be trading probably at all. If anything, I might flip these 2 accounts. That's pretty much it. But then I'll be back on Wednesday and hopefully be trading some Wednesday. I've got a pretty tight Wednesday, pretty busy Wednesday, so I may not get that much trading done on Wednesday, but we should be able to do a little bit. So look for an update again on Wednesday afternoon, I would guess. But hopefully you had a better day than I did today, and keep trading well. Do the best you can. Enjoy this. Learn from it. That's what we're all doing. And I'll catch up with you later this week.